more often than not, when we get into any type of relationship or a friendship or anything like that, we love people the way we like to be loved. So if we like, hugs and compliments and things like that all the time, we often will do that to our partner.
Hello everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of HeartsChat. Tonight we're talking about the 5 love languages. So, if you are not aware of the 5 love languages, well, there's 5, of course. There's gifts is one love language, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, and physical touch.
Yes. This, like the 5 love languages, if you guys don't know much about it, it started as a book written some years ago now by Gary Chapman. And it really discusses kind of the way we love.
Yes.
And I find this particular book, and now it's a website because now in today's world, we're all on the internet. It talks about learning to love, whether it's your romantic partner, your family, your friends, anybody, learning to love them how they like to be loved and how they would be able to receive love. And what do I mean by that? I mean, more often than not, when we get into any type of relationship or a friendship or anything like that, we love people the way we like to be loved. So if we like, hugs and compliments and things like that all the time, we often will do that to our partner, when in reality, our partner may not feel love that way, that our partner might like getting gifts sometimes. And I feel like neither one of the 5 love languages is better than any other. It's just how we receive love.
Right. I think another way to think about that too is like you gave that example. If you're giving compliments all the time, but your partner wants gifts, you can also, as that partner, get in that, they're not really giving it to you, your love language. Once you become aware of that, you can kind of understand like, oh, okay, well, it's not that they don't love me. That's how they show love. So
exactly.
I understand, and then they learn your love language. Like, okay, well, that's what they like, but it's not like, oh, they didn't love me. They do. They were just showing it to you in the different way and the way they thought was good. But that's why I really like this.
No, I definitely agree because, and I think with it being online now, I think it makes it easier for people because you can go to the website and do a quiz now to figure out what your love language is. And even in sessions when I'm doing therapy, I kind of like, all right, you each do your love language and switch.
Yeah.
I think it's like so important because it can help to kind of bring more positive interactions in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, especially if you do it and actually apply it and stick with it, because you get in your habits, you get in your ways. This is what you do. This is what you've always done. That's how you show love to everybody, or people that are close to you. And then you find out, well, this person, that's not their love language. It does take time to start to do it in a different way, to show it in a different way, because that's how you're used to showing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Like it's that the whole habit forming, when you're in a relationship, it's kind of like day in, day out, kind of doing the same things. And sometimes it can get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Showing that love and showing that caring, even though you're showing it, it may just not be in a way that the other person, like we've been saying, can kind of really receive it or see that it is love.
Right. And I know every time I've used this, everyone has always been so receptive of it and so interested in it.
Yeah.
I want to know what my love language is. And I think what's very cool about this too is, like you said, it's not just for romantic partners, but it's also for family members too. So I've done it with parent-child relationships. And this is the parent's child, and you take it, and what's your child's love language, what's your parent's love language, and doing it that way. Because there are children that might feel like, oh, my parents don't love me, or even
absolutely,
my child doesn't love me, or they only talk about what I do wrong, but I did this, and they didn't say anything about that. so when you're able to do the test, you can show, well, I did this to show that I care, because you will have that a lot. When your kid's in trouble and of course you love your kid, but you're just like, they did this, they did that, they never do this, da, 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 and you're going in on them. They're like, well, I did bring you coffee today. Does that count for anything? And they're like,
exactly.
Okay, well, they were trying to show you, like, I care about you, I love you. That's something I wanted to do.
Something that they could do in that moment.
Right. So I think that's really powerful for families.
No, I definitely agree. I don't think I've ever used it with families, but that's a great way to also use it, like to help, especially for those families where a child is feeling like isolated or not loved, or and vice versa with the parents just feeling like the child doesn't like them and all this other stuff. I feel like that's such a great way to use it as well.
Yeah, and if you go on the website, it's 5, the number 5, lovelanguages.com. When you first go on that website, it will say, is this a child, parent, romantic partner? So you're able to pick which route you're trying to go, and you can take it on the website, and I believe you can print it out.
Yes, you can print it. You can take it on the website, you can print it, or you can have it emailed to you.
Okay, right. Trying to think back, I think I do recall a while ago printing that out.
Yeah.
But I know I've done it online on the website.
And what I really like about the website is if you do decide to put in your email address, they'll send you different articles about like relationships and different communication stuff from time to time. And then within those articles at the bottom, it'll give you different examples of how to show love in each of those love languages. Because I know sometimes it gets hard thinking about, what can I do that's different? So they will often send out emails to give ideas, which I think is such a great tool.
Yeah, definitely. It won't hurt to look. You can always look. You can always use a new idea. So that's really cool. Do you know what your love language is?
Yes. Mine is quality time.
Quality time. Yes. Okay.
Do you know yours?
I don't remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't taken it in a long time, but I feel like at the top it might have been maybe acts of service, quality time. I think those were the top.
Well, I took this about 2 years ago at this point, but something I also suggest is retaking it like every 10 years or so, simply because we do change and dynamics change and what we like changes over time. So, you can take it as often as you want, but that's usually like what I'll say. It's like, take it again to see if if your love language is the same as it was before.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And that's very interesting, because we can go into a whole thing about why your love language might have changed.
Exactly.
Upon the shift, but I think it's also cool to guess what you think your love language is before you take the test.
Yeah.
Then take the test. Because I remember doing it and I thought, okay, I think I'm probably going to be this. And then, you get something completely different, or, you could be right. When you take the test, it brings up a lot of different situations, and it makes you think. Like, you really have to think about yourself. And I think it's always great when you can learn something new about yourself, because it's not just for that other person to know what your love language is.
Yeah.
But also for you too, because it asks you all these questions about, when it's your birthday, do you prefer people tell you good job, or do you prefer that they give you a gift? Yeah. Or do you like a nice written out card? Do you like hugs? And you're like, which one do I like more?
Exactly. You have to really think about it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's always fun to kind of do certain things like that. Because like Erica said, you learn about yourself and the things you like more and more when you do things like this.
And you can even try to guess, if you're doing it with your children, you can try to guess what their love language is. So if you're doing it with your intimate partner or your spouse, you can try to guess what you think their love language is. So you can kind of make a game out of it too. Everybody can guess and think, and then you all take it, and then you see what you get.
Exactly. It's meant to be fun. It's also meant to be educational. So you want to have a good time with it.
Yeah. Yes. And I like to make things fun. Like,
exactly.
It's going to be, because it is at the end of the day, it's something that's going to make you closer together. Hopefully it's something that's going to bring you closer or help to improve your relationship in some type of way.
Well, it's really, really funny to add to this It's more often than not. Like, I feel like the people who get like gifts as their love language get the worst rep.
They get the what?
The worst like rep. Like people are always like, oh, see, it's all gifts, but gifts doesn't necessarily just have to be money.
Right, that's true.
Spending my, like, every single time this happens, I was just like, the looks that I like get from the people whose partners are saying that, it's like, it could be like a handmade gift. It doesn't have to be like spending money all the time. It's just
it could be sentimental.
Exactly. So I really wanted to point out my gift people because no, you matter too.
People just like, they love surprises.
Exactly. That's really what it is.
It's fun. It's like something to look forward to. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. You know?
Exactly. That's really what it's about. But I feel like we naturally just all go to, oh yeah, spending money.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. It's all about that surprise factor.
All right. Well, we hope that you take the time to go on the website and take your love language, or maybe if you've taken it already, if you haven't taken it in a while, go back and retake it. Or maybe if you thought it was only for your intimate partner, but you have family members that you want to take it with, go back and revisit it with them.
Definitely. I think that's a great idea.
Okay. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to HeartsChat today, where we speak from the heart. We hope that you enjoyed our show. Catch us every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and on our website, which is HeartsChatRadioShow.com. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages at HeartsChat Radio on Instagram and at HeartsChat on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope.
We love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions or topics that you want to hear about, you can email us at HeartsChat@HeartsChatRadioShow.com. And for all of your personal relationship questions, please visit my blog from ericasheart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.